Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a new vlog from Morocco. This video actually answers a request from one of my friends who is going to Morocco soon, and she asked me for a review for my experience, what we saw and how we felt overall in Morocco. So this is it. Antonia, this is for you. We landed in Marrakesh via direct flight by Wizz Air on Friday the 3rd of January, and we spent a full week in the country. Here I am showing you our hotel room, which served us very well. The staff was absolutely lovely and they helped us with everything that we needed. But yeah, right after we dropped off our bags, we went on to dinner at this rooftop that was quite close by to our accommodation. We had some drinks, had some food because we were starving after a 4.5-hour flight. And yeah, we just enjoyed the view. It was lovely, and yeah, the cuisine was very interesting as well. I highly recommend this place. On our first full day, my friend and I had breakfast at the hotel that we were staying at, and then we just walked around the Medina, the commercial streets. We wanted to check out some of the shops nearby. We didn't have any day trip planned on this day, so we just decided to take it easy, see where the roads take us. We reached Bahia Palace quite early on in the day, and so we took our time walking around, reading everything about the place, and just quite frankly enjoying the fantastic architecture and the indoor gardens that they had. We then very quickly made our way over to El Badi Palace, which was quite a quick visit. I definitely recommend seeing it, but it wasn't as impressive as the palace that we saw previously. We had lunch at Otto, which you will see happen twice during this trip because the food is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it if you're looking for pasta dishes or just Italian-inspired dishes. To what we usually do on trips, we did most of our shopping on this first day as opposed to the very last few days, but it was great because we got everything that we wanted to get out of the way. On Sunday, the staff at our yard helped us arrange a day trip for us. We decided to go to the Ouzoud Waterfalls as they took care of everything, the transportation, the guides, the lunch there. It was absolutely amazing. You will see, I won't speak too much over this because I think the waterfall is just absolutely incredible, and I will let you experience this as much as the camera allows me to kind of convey the feeling that we had. But yeah, the road over there was incredibly nice. I will say the kind of roads at some point are tough. So if you have car sickness, I would definitely take some medication with me. I didn't have any, but I survived, so it was alright, I guess. Once we got there, our guide started explaining a bit about the culture and the waterfall and its significance for the people living there. So I'll let him explain to you some of the things that he told us, just so that I don't get anything mistaken.
When Egypt is the islands of Canarias, that's the territory of the Amazigh people. The Amazigh people, actually, it's the real name, not Berber. Berber is a word which have been given by the Romans once they got to North Africa. They start calling the Amazigh nation or the Amazigh people the barbarians.
This was our first interaction with a monkey. There were quite a few on the trail, and you could even feed them and they could climb on top of you. Very peaceful, but I guess they're just used to tourists by now.
Writing down in Berber, we don't have vocals like English. or French, which is the worst, or Spanish, even worse. That will be OZOD, no phonetics, not like English.
Yep.
Car. It's crazy, huh? You just put one letter and then it's like not car, you know?
Prepare to be absolutely mesmerized as I was of this waterfall. The views were absolutely amazing. It was very cold near the actual bottom of the waterfall, but definitely amazing and quite ASMR worthy sounds, I should say. Very quick but very delicious traditional lunch that we had after visiting the waterfall, and then was back on the road on the way back to Marrakesh. On the next day, Monday, we had another day trip planned thanks to the lovely staff at our hotel. We decided to visit Essaouira, which has an opening to the ocean, which neither me and my friend have ever been to, so definitely we took up this opportunity. I will say the city was so calm and tranquil. The vibes were absolutely immaculate. I think just everybody was such in a state of calm and relaxation, and rightfully so, because just the ocean, the waves, the sound of the seagulls, everything kind of gets you in the headspace of just pure bliss. And I will let you watch some of the footage that we got near the ocean. We climbed some of the stones there, the rocks, so we could get a better view, and it was just absolutely fantastic. After spending not enough time watching the ocean, we decided to go back into the city and walk around, see some of the restaurants, see some of the street performers, the salespeople, and yeah, we just kind of walked around the Medina portion of the city. to end this wonderful day, we got back to Marrakesh and we decided to go to a quite fancy dinner place, but we really enjoyed it. It's called Mizan, and they had quite interesting cuisine, a bit of a fusion of Western and Eastern styles as well. On Tuesday, we decided to grab a quick breakfast outside of the hotel this time, and we then decided to visit a bunch of the other things that we had on our list, such as the Marrakesh Museum, which has an incredible depth of history and culture and just incredible art of the Moroccan people. After the Marrakesh Museum, we made our way over to Le Jardin Secret, where we saw some beautiful plants, beautiful trees, some fish, as well as some tortoises. So yeah, we just stayed there for like an hour. We just relaxed and didn't really do much. I think it's the kind of place that you just have to kind of sit down on a bench and take it all in, especially when the weather is this nice. I think it was somewhere around 23 degrees in January, so I think that's absolutely incredible. Moving on to Dar el Bacha, which was quite closer to our accommodation than any of the other objectives that we saw, but that has this incredible interior garden and also the famous El Bacha coffee store, which we kind of walked into. I bought some coffee for my family and friends. And as if this day hadn't had enough of great things happening, we decided to take a half-day trip all the way to the Agafay Desert. We surprisingly had to ride camels. I thought it was optional, but the guys taking care of our group were not having it, so they were like, "You are getting on the camel." I was terrified, but the camel behaved very nicely with me, which I'm very, very thankful for. But yeah, we saw the sunset in the desert, and then we went back to have dinner and just join in the celebrations. On Wednesday, we had two objectives in mind. We started the morning off by walking all the way to the Sadian tombs. We waited around an hour, I want to say, in the queue to see the tombs. It was very, very busy over there, but I would say totally worth it. I had never seen this kind of tombs before, so I would say it's definitely something that you should add on your list of things to see. And then we walked around again, kind of shopping. To end off the night, my friend made a reservation to Darda rooftop, which we thoroughly enjoyed. The views were amazing and the food was absolutely out of this world. I would say one of the better places that we ate during this trip. But yeah, this is the sunset, a beautiful... Okay, we made it all the way over to our second to last day. On this day, we didn't really do much. Again, we had lunch at Otto, and then we got back to our accommodation because both my friend and I had to do some work. So we kind of took this day off to stay at the hotel, get our work done, and then go out again in the evening for a little walk. We had dinner, which unfortunately I didn't film, and I don't actually remember where we ate this day. But yeah, just enjoy the views of the city as we get ready for our final day. And our final day, I can certify that it was quite chaotic. Our flight was in the evening, so we decided to leave Le Jardin Majorel and the Saint Laurent Museum for the last day. In retrospect, maybe we shouldn't have done that, but we managed to visit them, so I'm not that upset about it. What I mean is the queues were quite long, so we had to wait for both the museum and the garden. So yeah, we didn't know you could book it in advance online. So we just kind of had to wait for whatever slot was available after we bought our ticket. But the inside of the YSL museum was very well curated. I liked a lot of the pieces that were on show there, as well as the intricate thinking behind how the museum was shown, as well as Saint Laurent's house in the Jardin Majorel. After officially crossing off every single thing that we wanted to visit on this trip, we had some quick lunch and then we drove all the way to the airport and then flew home. So thank you very much for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, let me know in the comments, and I can't wait to see you in my next vlog, which is coming in a few weeks. Okay, don't forget to subscribe. Bye!